to the Sunshine Coast, home of the Sunny Coast Darkrunners. Running at first light and into the night, the Darkrunners are dedicated to the joy of social running and encouraging each other to just be better. In this film, we'll follow the progress of 4 Darkrunners on their 16-week training journey to the iconic Sunshine Coast Marathon.
What makes a really good run club is the people. The people that you surround yourself, the people that have the same determination as you, the people that have similar goals, ones that support one another. No bullshit, we just get it done. You know, we're just a good bunch of people having a good time doing what we love. Our largest event that the club supports is the Sunshine Coast Marathon, so that's every year in August. So that's our big team event. I guess it's our home event, so we have our biggest numbers. And then we do different other events throughout the year, including the Gold Coast Marathon, GC 30 and 50, and a number of different events in different states. We still have runners go through as well.
My primary objective was to promote healthy activity and movement, and that anyone can do it. And the club with the running group that we're involved in, the Darkrunners, it's a very inclusive club, and there's different types of people, different ages, different abilities, different speeds, and I think that's something to be celebrated. So what can we do to promote that more, and that people can be involved?
Hi, my name is Jennifer. I'm 37 years old. I am a hairdresser and I own my own hairdressing salon at home. I am married, I have an 8-year-old daughter, and I am racing at Sunshine Coast Marathon, the half marathon. And my bib name is Jen, and I am German and I have been on the Sunshine Coast for almost 16 years.
G'day, I'm Dion. I'm 33 years old and I'm a cable jointer for a local energy company around Queensland. I'm married with 1 child, 2-year-old, and I've got another child on the way, due in June, so 2 months prior to the run, or a month prior to the run, so that'll be interesting. I'll be running the full marathon, Sunshine Coast, and my bib name will just be Dion, so that's easy to follow. Something about me, ex-military and police, so I just moved back to the coast a few years ago and started running again about 8 months ago.
Hello, my name is Jodie Bambury. I am 58 years old. I'm married to Nick. Nick does half Ironman, so he's pretty fit, so I started running so I could catch up with him. We don't have children. We have a very spoiled Cocker Spaniel called Callie. I've entered the half marathon. I did the 10K last year, and I think I know I can do the half K this year. My bib name is Jodie, and I'm just very excited to be part of the Darkrunners because I love running with everybody, and I'm really looking forward to, on the day, running with everybody else and being part of that community.
Scott Sargent, I'm 40 years old, I'm a high school teacher, I'm married with 3 beautiful children, I'm running the half marathon at the Sunshine Coast Marathon. My bib name is Scott or Sarge, and I love outdoor activities and all sport.
So every week now we have a number of runs. We start on a Tuesday with a speed session that Leanne takes care of, and she sets that session each week at a different location. We still have our traditional Wednesday night run from Happy Valley through to the Powerboat Club. Friday mornings, thanks to Fran, we now have a social run, which is a 22-minute out and back run, depending on your pace. Saturday we all do park run because Saturday is also known as Park Run Day, and Sunday we have a group that do a long run, or several different groups that do different distances. One more go, and then it's cool down.
Oh man, that's really hard.
Well done, ladies. So my name's Leanne, and I joined Darkrunners in February 2022, and I started leading the Darkrunner speed sessions nearly 2 years ago now. It's about running fast as part of a team, so we welcome anyone and everyone to the session. We might do short intervals, we might do tempo runs, we might do hill sprints, but at the end of the day it's about getting faster and fitter in a way that matters to you and your goals as part of a team. It doesn't matter how fast you are running, it doesn't matter whether you're coming back from injury or starting running for the first time ever, or you've been running for 20 years, everyone is welcome. We run together as part of a team, and it's about supporting each other to achieve our own goals. The benefit of running in Queensland is that even if it's dark, stick on a headlamp, but it's still gorgeous and beautiful, and halfway through you've got a gorgeous sunrise coming up over the water. So people are out with us summer, winter, rain, shine, not hail, anytime we're out here. 5:30s every Tuesday. And coffee is what we all come to Tuesday morning speed sessions for. So as much as the speed sessions are hard and a lot of fun together, we are always here for coffee afterwards.
Why the Sunshine Coast Marathon? I grew up on the Sunshine Coast. I spent 18 years here before I moved away for work. So it's always been home for me. The only reason I did Melbourne Marathon as my first was I've got family down there as well, and we kind of turned it into a trip. And it was kind of a challenge for me and for them to do it together. So we went down there and did that. But I mean, it'd be nice to do the one where you've lived pretty well most of your life, to get that one in the book and start my real running journey from there, really, I think, because I think the first one doesn't really count. It's more of an experiment. So this will be my first, in my head, my first real marathon, knowing what to expect, and why not do your homegrown one, eh? 12 months ago I started my endurance journey, I guess, with running and that kind of thing. And other than that, I haven't done any competitive running prior, so 2 medals so far. The only reason I got a couple, I've only just started doing long distance stuff. Not even a year since I've started running properly. I used to run back in the day, short distance stuff when I was in the army. They don't give you medals for that, so purely that was a fitness based test you do every 6 or so months, but that was 2.5k. And prior to, other than that, my probably longest run before 12 months ago would have been 5k. And then recently I've started to really get into the longer stuff. So yeah, I have run before, but not long. I define myself as a long distance runner. Yeah, I feel more comfortable, anything longer than 10, really. And that's purely because, like I said, I've only been training got back into running for under 12 months now, and I purely went straight into a marathon training block. And since then I've done an ultra marathon as well, 50k. And just that longer stuff, it's just a different pain, I guess. It's a different feeling, that, long grind rather than a short burst. I'd say at the moment I'm more suited to longer. How important is my goal time? It's not that important, to be honest. It's I think the biggest importance is to know that I've given it a good crack with what I've got. Time-wise, it's just me versus me. I'm not racing anyone else. I know I'm never going to beat everyone. There's going to be so many people in front of me. It's just me versus me, challenge to try and overcome. So really, I won't be that disappointed as long as I give it a good crack, and I know I've given it a good crack, then I'll be happy with that. I picked 3:30 as a race goal. I've done one before. Melbourne was my first marathon, and I went in there not knowing what to expect from a marathon. My goal was 4:30 for that one. During my training block, I realised I could probably do under 4, which I did by 16 seconds to spare, I think, on the day. And I'm a bit OCD, so I like even numbers, and 3:30 was the next one in the line. So really, that's honestly the reason why. I like an ambitious goal, something to work towards. It is ambitious for me, but I'd like to give it a crack, so we'll see how we go. After running the marathon pace, the challenge of running a 3:30 for me, if I go out now and run that pace for 10k, I can already feel it. So it's going to be a challenge. I know it'll be a challenge, but I'm willing to put in the hard yards and give it a good crack. I run with the club when I can, so there's no set day. I really just try and make use of whenever I can. Sunday's the best bet, because obviously I don't work that often on a Sunday. I try to get the speed sessions, but with work I start early and the runs usually overlap, so I'll try my best to get in whatever I can. If I can make one, I'll make it. That's the kind of goal. I hope my daughter will just see a smile on my face at the end, because she loves it. I know she loves it. She's got a thing now that whenever I come back from a run every day, good work, Daddy, you went on a big run, big clap every time, even though I've just gone down the road. she's quite enjoying it. I think it's important to let your kids see you're out doing something physical and not just sitting inside all day. So I enjoy just seeing her see me out there. Finishing this race it'll mean a good achievement, especially through a time that'll be pretty challenging as it is, with a young daughter on the way and also having a young daughter, so just a big achievement for myself.
I have been running since last year, January. I started off with doing some workouts and absolutely hated it, but I was not feeling great about myself and really wanted to start something new and wanted to be more fit, because I felt like I was struggling with work and everything. And then I went out one afternoon in the heat and did 5Ks, and then I was like, I can actually run, so I think I should just go with that. Running in the last year has changed tremendously, because I felt like I was struggling so much at the beginning. Every kilometer was like really hard to do, and now I can easily run 10 kilometers and talk while I do it, so it feels amazing. I got a ticket to the Sunshine Coast half marathon last year from somebody that was injured, and I was absolutely not prepared for it. I think I ran 18 Ks beforehand, like once or a couple of times, and my nutrition was really bad, and 15 Ks into it I absolutely died and just wanted it to be over. So this year I want to do it, and I want to do it well in a time frame that I have put in my head, and I want to go the last 5 kilometers faster than the beginning. I'm hoping to hit 1:58 under 2 hours, but I do want to do 1:58 for the 21. I think I am way more confident than last year in running the 21 Ks, but I think it will still be a challenge depending on how I feel that day. I am 90% I'm going to hit my target. There's always a little bit of doubt in my mind, but I do think I'm gonna get to my target. I went to Golden Beach Park Run and I saw a lot of the t-shirts, and a lot of people with the t-shirts running around, and I thought I'll have a look on Facebook and see what they're about. And I thought to myself that I wanted to join a running group so that I keep my motivation up. One Wednesday I decided, I looked at the Facebook group and I saw what days they're running, and one Wednesday I said to my husband, I think I'm going to go and join the group and see, if it's any good. And he said, yeah, go for it, off you go. And then I packed my stuff and off I went to Happy Valley, and I sat in my car and I thought about it, if I was going to get out or not, and I called my husband again and said, I don't know if I'm strong enough to get out of the car and actually say hello to people, because I do not know anybody. And he told me to send it and to just go for it, and that's what I did. And after the first day it was much easier the second time, and everybody was so welcoming. It was really good. And I don't know if it was the first night or the second night, but Van stayed behind with me because I was really struggling to keep up. My recovery plan is I do try and stretch after every run. It doesn't always happen depending on how much time I have. I also do some rolling on tennis balls and stuff into tight spots, and then I also enjoy ice bathing, and I'm trying to be really consistent with that again, and I'm trying to do that every day. It's for recovery, for running, but also for my mental health, to get a stronger mind, because most of the time I do stand in front of it and I'm like, do I really want to do that right now? I fit running into my daily life by taking every opportunity to go for a run, especially now that we're coming around to the cooler months. You can go any time of the day. So if I have like an hour in between clients, I sometimes just go for half an hour. I love the way running makes me feel, and I love the places running takes me to. And I love running along the beach and just looking at the ocean and having 1,000 thoughts in my head.
I started running as a kid through training with sport. I've always played sport since I was 6, so soccer, drifted into athletics, so I was more of a sprinter when I was younger, and then obviously cross training for other sports as well. So I wouldn't say probably until last year is the first time I actually started more the competitive style of running. Prior to that I did a couple of triathlons. I've done 3 half marathons so far. One was straight after a footy game. That one didn't work out too well, so hopefully I'll be much better prepared for this one. So I'm carrying a bit of a niggle at the moment. It's just frustrating because I was really happy with the volume of my training up until about 4 weeks ago, and then since then the calf's really slowed me up. I'm trying to nurse it through at the moment, just trying to find the right volume and intensity to keep fit but also prepare well, because I've got an event coming up in 2 weeks at GC30. Training, it's just managing work-life commitments, obviously having a young family, so with most of my training I need to fit in obviously my kids' sporting schedules, my wife and her work commitments and her sporting schedule, and also I often run with, as I said, with my little bub in tow, and I take the dog as well, so I try to bundle the package together and complete them all at once. I try and do at least 1 long run per week, sometimes 2, so I'll try and aim for a midweek long run and a weekend long run, and then shorter ones in between as well. So Noah and I often sign up for the relay around the Brightwater Lake. Sometimes we're on the same team, other times we're in opposition. So the recent one we were in opposition to each other. We did have a bet, and the winner had to massage the other one for a week, and unfortunately I lost that one.
Like, it's good to have a bit of momentum, like, just to know, like, try and keep up with him and just really, like, try and stay with him and don't let him beat me.
Look, it's very special to be able to have, I guess, that bonding time with my son. He's been really good with it because I haven't had to force him. I never have to drag him out of bed, usually early mornings or even the afternoons when he feels tired. I'd say, hey mate, you want to come for a run? And he's usually changed before me with his running gear on, ready to go. So look, that's a credit to Noah, and he's really come ahead leaps and bounds with his running. And again, we can attribute that to the great community of the Sunny Coast Darkrunners. I usually run with the Darkrunners in the speed session on Tuesday mornings. I haven't yet been able to make a Wednesday evening one, but look, it's certainly on my to-do list, and obviously a couple of times in that Golden Beach Park run as well. Every day I want to set an example for myself and others. I always try to do my best and put my best foot forward. I'm a teacher, so I teach to get self-improvement for myself and for others as well.
My running journey started actually my late 20s, when I was living in Melbourne. That continued to when I moved to Sydney and I met Nick, and Nick and I used to do a lot of running then, so probably an average run back then was about 5k. But what has happened over the decades is, as I've gotten older and medical issues and other injuries cropped up, my running journey ground to a halt. Things slowed down considerably over the last decade, and when you stop doing exercise like that, I started to put a lot of weight on as well. When I found out I was diabetic, it was a shock, but it wasn't a total shock because I'd had quite a few warning signs coming up to that point, and we knew something wasn't right. The morning though that I woke up and my eyesight was so blurry I couldn't see, I knew it was a significant issue. So that's where I strapped on the running shoes and thought, right, I've got to get this under control. The same day I put myself on a low carb diet. based on a lot of background information that I was being provided, and I researched myself. And then I just started my own journey of, okay, I'm going to beat this because it's my life, it's my responsibility to keep myself healthy. So I've got a marginal amount of insulin that my body still makes, and I manage my type 1 through exercise, which is running, gym, and low carb diet, and also oral medication. Now, I'm not advocating anybody else with type 1 diabetes do that, it's my personal choice, but while I can, I will. And the upside of having type 1 diabetes is I'm the healthiest I've ever been. So there you go, silver lining. I came to join the Darkrunners about October last year. Hubby Nick had been running with them. So he did all the research, and I was asking him the questions, what are they like, and are there other women running, and are there women my age, and how fast do they run, and I don't know if I'd be able to keep up. And he said to me, just come along, they're really lovely, they're a great bunch. So, I bit the bullet and I came along, and I've just loved it ever since. Running with the Wednesday night crew is fantastic. I think to go sub 2 hour for the marathon, I think is going to be really achievable because I have a plan. I did 1 hour for the 10K last year, so that's my benchmark, and my training benchmark is based on that. So my coach, husband Nick, keeps telling me I need to slow down to build endurance. So that's my challenge, is actually to get myself to the pace that I know I'm going to be able to do that in. The Sunshine Coast Marathon is so well publicised and run and accessible. And having done it last year, it just really promotes health and well-being and people getting out and just having a go.
So I joined Darkrunners about 10 years ago, but it was about 6 months after the actual group was formed. I'd only just started parkrun for the very first time, and John Taylor invited me along to this Darkrunners group, and I thought, goodness, I can't run 8 kilometres, but I'll give it a go. So along I went, not knowing very many people, and then the inclusiveness of the group, and I've never stopped going. So I'm really passionate about the group. We have an amazing bunch of people. As Ben said, everyone is included. We have great attitude, we support each other. In the early days of the club, we would run on a Wednesday. We had the one Wednesday run. There were 2 options on that run. We could run all the way through to Bells Creek, or we could run to the Powerboat Club. And then we would come back and we would finish and we would go home. Compared to now, groups, there's several different groups that start depending on their pace. We run to the Powerboat Club and return, and then those that want to come across to the Drift Bar for a social drink afterwards.
I like the Wednesday social run. It's it's 1 hour of chatting, running, getting to know what's going on for the week. Yeah, I love it. And then we have a bit of a drink afterwards at the Drift Bar. And that's always pleasing.
Yeah, I enjoy the Wednesday because the Wednesday's what you can make it. If you just want a casual, easy run, you can do that. If you want to push a bit faster, you can do that as well. And whatever speed you go at, there'll always be someone to run with you.
I think they outdo themselves. They think, I think 5Ks is doable. I'll do parkrun. Then the next minute they're doing a half marathon, and it grows.
Yeah, they get supported, and people tell them they can do it, and then they realise, what, they can do it.
We were all there one stage. There's always someone to reach out to say, well, I've done that, I can help you with this, avoid the pitfalls, helps goal setting,
It's always someone to ask for a training plan, or what can I do better, or how can I do it better, or what would you suggest? If I want to do this event, what should I do? There's always someone to bounce ideas off. There's always someone.
I am feeling really good. I've been doing a lot of running. I've had no niggles anywhere. I've been going strong with my ice bath. I'm on day 42. Woo-hoo! And I can't actually believe I've made it that far, because this week I had to do it a couple of times at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, and it was not nice. But since I've been doing my ice bath, I've had no niggles, nothing's hurting, everything's like spot on. I'm feeling good, doing some personal bests here and
So
there.
don't be too modest there, there's a couple of personal bests in there.
Yeah, so I'm tip-top, feeling good.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I have had a few niggles, but not anything major as of yet. It's my knee started hurting a bit this morning, but I'm going to blame the cold weather for that one, so it's all good. I'll keep customers wooden table constantly and hope for the best. Same thing, few PBs in the last few weeks, which has been good. I got my 5, 10, half marathon PBs in the last 3 weeks, so I'm trending where I need to be trending, so feeling good.
I think rotating calves with niggling injuries, so back all the old man injuries, so go from left to right. Right's starting to come good, so I wait for the left to go again. So, it's slowed me up a little bit, but I'm still training well. 21K run this morning, so it went pretty well. So yeah, getting back on track.
I've had a few challenges in the last few weeks just with my diabetes. Things are going up and down, and we've, as some of you know, we've just sold our business, so we're waiting for that to settle, and sometimes stress can make things go up and down. So when that happens, I get fatigued. So I've had to pull back my running, and I've been powerlifting instead, which is still good, and still trying to get a longer run in. But I'm going to have to do things a little bit differently for the next half of the training up to the race, because on Friday I got a new job. So I'm going to be commuting to Brisbane, and so that's going to disrupt the schedule again. So I'm just going to do the best I can, and there's no point putting yourself under pressure. I'll do what I can do and adjust as I go along, but I'm still confident I'm going to be able to do it on the day.
Yeah, I got sick a little bit, so I just kind of missed a couple and then rotated a few here and there. So I think I'm only about 3 or 4 sessions behind from the last 8 weeks, so I'm pretty happy with that from what I've had. I had some rib trouble as well, but then I just kind of manipulated rest days and made it work. So
I actually probably do 10, 20 Ks more than what I should, but I feel good, so let's keep going.
Was it a big PB the other day? It was fast.
Yeah, that was like 40 or 50 seconds
Yeah.
faster than the last one I did was December last year.
Wow.
Got a bit
It
fast.
was yesterday, yeah. I didn't even realize, and then after the first K I was like, oh, I'm actually going quite fast, and then the second K and I was like, I think I can keep going. So I don't know if it was the cold, I couldn't feel my hands. Like even when I came in after the 5 Ks, I was so cold. But maybe it's all the ice bathing, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that. I might need to borrow that ice bath actually.
Being surrounded by dark runners and us all sort of cheering and going bananas. And I want to learn gymnastics so I can do cartwheels across the finish line.
Well, we did
But
practice
Nick
our.
thinks, well, Nick thinks that's a high risk strategy.
Yeah.
Maybe wait till after the finish line and then try it.
Then try
Just in case.
Don't peak too early.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as someone's waiting for beer, I'll be happy.
I wasn't sure when I started, but then I did a half the other day faster than marathon time, but pace-wise. So I think it's in the wheelhouse. So I'm starting to build a bit more confidence as long as the body holds up. Once the baby comes, I'll have 4 weeks off work, so I'll have time to try and fit in. My schedule will change, but I'll squeeze it in where I can.
But I'm still skeptical if I can hold 5:30 pace for 21 Ks, because I've never trialed that. And last year, the second half of the Sunny Coast, I went downhill very quickly. So I'm hoping that this year my plan is going to work out and I'm going to finish strong instead of weak. You gotta go. You gotcha.
So I'm Fran Brewster. I've been running probably about 8 years. Prior to that, I was very comfortable on my sofa. In my work life, I'm a clinical nurse consultant at SCOO, and running just helps me clear my head. It's afforded me lots of opportunity to meet some new people and make great friends, and I just love it. So TJI Friday came about following the 0 to 5K that Will did towards the end of last year. Met some people on those Friday runs who talked about the fact that it was pretty chilled. They got to meet some new people. It was good to get out there at the end of the week and start the weekend in a positive way. So Friday run is we meet at 5:10 for the obligatory dark runner photo, and then from 5:15 we either go flat towards Golden Beach or out a little bit undulating towards Moffat. It is really 22.5 minutes out, 22.5 minutes back, and it is very much at your own pace, being social, no pressure around pace or speed. It's just very, very chilled. And then back for the all-important Chattuccino coffee. So I think for me it is about connection and inclusion and community. And the dark runner community has really benefited me so much. So for me, it's also about giving back. So, you know, just trying to facilitate the group, getting people out there, but very much about connectivity, really. I think the best thing about the dark runners for me is the inclusion. You know, everybody is included regardless of your ability. The level of encouragement is just fantastic. People are there, they have your back, they just champion you, and people want you to succeed, and that's just gold for me. Well, the coffee is the most important part. The chattuccino, we just run for coffee, so, you know.
The last few weeks have been a bit up and down training-wise because I'm now working in Brisbane 3 days a week, so that's changed my whole routine. So instead of sort of getting in probably a number of longer runs, I'm having to do short little runs to fit them in, and then I do one long run on the weekend. And a couple of weeks ago I did the 21 just to make sure I could still do it. It's going to be a pretty easy week for me. I'm not going to be pushing it hard, and I've had hamstring niggles, and I've only just got it to settle down, so I'm not going to be doing anything to agitate that this week. So yeah, just easy prep this week. I'm really looking forward to the event.
Last week's been interesting. I'm still battling niggling injuries with the calf, so not much volume, not much intensity, but just enough to keep the fitness up at the moment. So I did jetty to jetty a couple of weeks ago, which was good, and I did a PB of 1 hour 47 minutes for the half. This week I'll probably get some medical treatment, try and get a massage or something like that on the calf, so it's nice and loose and ready to go for Sunday. I'm really looking forward to the team spirit with the dark runners. I'm looking forward to having everyone running around, you know, beside me, and also the team camaraderie at the end. The celebration afterwards is going to be fantastic.
So the last couple of weeks have been pretty good. A week ago I ran Rainbow Trail Run, and I did the half there, and the week leading up to that I wasn't feeling like 100%, felt like I was getting sick or something, so I didn't do too much running. Did the trail run, exhausted myself, so I haven't done too much in the last week, and I'm gonna try and keep it easy leading up to the Sunny Coast half. Yeah, I came in 4th female, which was very surprising, and I really gave it my all, and I came in 18th overall, and I was pretty happy with that, and I absolutely loved every minute of it. I'm going to try and do lots of stretching. I'm going to do a few runs that are really slow, and I'll just see how my body is feeling, and probably just going to wing it day to day and see how I go. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out there and running with all the dark runners. And I think I'm looking forward to going down that finish line.
Body's feeling good. It's a bit crook at the moment, but I think that's more probably slowing down a bit, and the body's just trying to catch up, so feeling ready. I've had a few events, did race through last week, done some good long runs that I felt pretty good. Overall the body's held up, it's starting to crack a little bit, but overall it's been pretty good. Plenty of short, easy runs, just to keep the legs ticking over, nothing hard. Hoping all the work's done now, so easy. 3:30 is the goal, so we'll see. I can do it for 30k, we'll see how we go at 42, eh?
Hey guys, checking in. One day before the marathon, absolutely crook as a dog. A lot of prep went into it, but it's been this flu's been going around and it's hit me pretty hard, so won't be running tomorrow in the event, so all that lead up. Hopefully get to do another one later next year. Probably it's starting to warm up as well, so there's not much around close, hard with the kids. So not all lost, good base training throughout 16 weeks of training. So I broke every PB from 400 metres up to 30k during this training block, so still good out of it, but unfortunately won't make the main event. Have a day at home on the couch. I'm hoping to get out and spectate some of the guys tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, won't be competing tomorrow, unfortunately. Keep myself hydrated and hopefully recover for the next one. Blackall 50 is my next roster race, so we'll see how we go for that. Best of luck everyone out there on the course.
It's finally race day, and the Darkrunners are primed and pumped, ready to run.
I probably went out a little bit too fast. To get half done in 150 and 12 seconds.
Awesome. Yeah, great. How did you go? I did 158.
Awesome. You feel good?
I did feel good.
Awesome.
Yes.
Great run.
The legs are numb.
Yeah.
What's got a cramp? I did it.
Well done. Did you go?
Fresh as a daisy.
Yeah?
Right.
What did you feel? What time?
I can't get on the nail. Not really.
Oh, good on you.
No, I'd say that back in the it was a good run, but a bit slow today, so that's running as well today.
Super busy, wasn't it?
Yeah, lots of traffic out there, so but very enjoyable.
Great.
Here we are, 5 a.m, 2 weeks after the Sunshine Coast Marathon, and Dion Natoli is fully recovered and ready to give the marathon another crack here at Baringa Forest Park. So the Sunny Coast Darkrunners and the whole group are out here today to support him finish that quest. The course is a 1.12 kilometre loop, and in the middle of the loop is a big environmental forest, so it's quite natural reserve and a great setting to do a bit of a jog. So you'll have to do about 38 laps to complete the marathon on this course today. So they're about lap 5 down now. So they've started off really strong. He's been out on the course about half an hour so far. It's 5:30 a.m.
Hey, done. Average.
This is massive for Sunny Coast Darkrunners, just to go out and support each other in their journey and running quests that they have and challenges. So it's really quite fun. We're going to have a barbecue afterwards and a few celebrations.
There you go, Nick. Two to go, is it?
I think that's what Gary said, yeah.
Well done, Gary. Dion, you are a legend, mate.
For Jen, Jody, Scott and Dion, the race may be finished, but the journey is far from over. For runners, the finish line is not the end. It's the beginning of what's next. We hope that maybe this film will inspire you to find your local run club and start on your journey.